ZerO at PG Zone HD, and I'm really excited about today's video. We got some new blind boxes for the channel, and we're going to be opening a total of 13 items, including 11 blind boxes and 2 Play-Doh Surprise Eggs. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up the Kidrobot Mechtorians first. And this one is without a doubt one of the more bizarre series from Kidrobot. And look at these characters. Actually, let me read the back of the box first. This is the first time we've shown this on the channel. It says, renowned artist Dr. A, in association with the esteemed Kidrobot, present a most excellent selection of collectible characters for your delight and amusement. It almost sounds a little bit like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the way that was worded. But, you know, from looking at these, you know, I think the Carter P right here, the caterpillar, looks really, really cool. I would be happy pretty much with any of them except for this one. This one I wouldn't be too excited about. And this has a date of 2018 on the bottom, and you know, it says this is series number 2. I never even saw series number 1, so this is definitely an odd choice for Kidrobot. I mean, they make a lot of weird stuff. A lot of the Dunnies are pretty creative and weird, but this has to be one of the more bizarre series I've seen. And oh wow, look at this thing. So we didn't get the caterpillar, but wow. Now just to point out, he's right here on the corner and he is a 1 in 48. So very first blind box I open, and we get one of the super rares for the series. And it says on his card right here, so his name is Reginald Clawfoot, head librarian in the Retrolopolis University. And he loves the smell of old books, spending his evenings trying to synthesize the aroma, which he believes has great potential as a popular perfume. So he wants to make an old book smell of cologne and perfume. And, you know, from looking at this guy, I'm going to have to guess maybe a beetle. I don't know. This is kind of a weird one because I know beetles eat paper, but I don't know if that's what he's supposed to be or not. So next up, we have the Mermen, one of the weirdest names for a blind box. This is TokiDoki series number 3. And here's going to be a look at some of the different figures that you can get. I really want to get the Jade that's down here in the corner. That's the one that I'm looking for. But let's go ahead and get this opened up. This is the last one of these that I have. You have to be really careful with these. I feel like I just, cut my thumb on there. Wow. All right, you got to be really careful opening these plastic blind boxes for sure. All right, so inside, who did we get? We got, who is this? Is this the Jade? No, it's not. It's Fortuna. There you go, Fortuna. So, this one, let's see. I guess they don't really have cards. This is just a generic leaflet that it comes with. But look at this guy. So this one, it's got like this red dragon Chinese look thing going on there. That's why I kind of thought maybe this was the Jade, because the Jade one actually has like some Japanese stuff on her. And then I looked at the hair and noticed they didn't have the chopsticks in the hair and realized that it was not her. But that's a really cool one. It's kind of like a dragon mermicorno. So we got 2 really cool figures to start the video off. That's really exciting. All right, so next up we have another brand new blind box for the channel. Now this one was made in 2017. So it's been out for a little while, but it's new to me. So here's going to be a look at some of the different stuff that you can get. The love tester is actually the mystery, along with, I don't know who that might be right there next to it. And then here's a look at the other side. I don't even recognize that character. I don't know who that character is right there. The rest of them I know, but that one, I don't know who that is. But let's go ahead and get this opened up. And I do want to mention that these samples were provided by Kidrobot to show to you guys here on the channel, which is really cool. Big thank you to Kidrobot for this. And it looks like, oh man, what is Snake? Snake's his name. I had to think about it for a second. So it looks like we got Snake, and he is a 3 in 48. And I'll go ahead and get this little mug out of here. And here's a look at our finished product all put together, and he's actually one of my more favorite characters in the show. I can't believe I couldn't think of his name right off the gate, but yeah, he's got that really cool laugh that he's like, ho ho. Kind of a funny laugh he has. All right, so next up, we have another Simpsons. We have the Woohoo 25 Years series. And here's a look at some of the different figures that you can get. Hopefully you guys that are watching enjoy the Simpsons stuff, because we have so much Simpsons stuff to show you in the next few videos. But inside of this one, we got Homer's Donut. So here's a look at that, and these don't actually have odds on them. So we got the pink donut right there in the corner. I would have to say the one that I'd really like to see is going to be the three-eyed fish right there. I'd really like to see that one. We got Jebediah's head right there in the last box. So there's a look at our donut. And then for our final Simpsons item of today's video, we have the Kidrobot Craptacular Keychain Series. This was also another sample provided by Kidrobot. And inside, we have... what do we have? I don't know yet. Oh, wow. All right, cool. We got Bartman. I think that was Bart's superhero name. It's been a little while since I saw the show where he was actually Bartman. He's a 3 in 24. He was in the regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, if I remember correctly. Or it might have been just the Super Nintendo. He had his own game where he was in the purple cape. He was also on the PlayStation 3 in that purple cape. Very awesome games if you haven't played them. Next up, we have the DC Superheroes Mystery Minis, and I brought these two guys out. I wanted you guys to see the difference. So we got the metallic Harley Quinn, which is right here in the last video. This is the regular Harley Quinn, who looks like she fell face first into something. But there's the difference between the two, and as you can see, it's not that much of a difference. As you can see, they almost look kind of the same. But again, if you haven't heard me say this a gazillion times already, we are looking for the 1 in 72 Reverse Flash. How many of these do we have to open before we finally get him? If we ever get him at all. I'm starting to get a little worried because we don't have that many of these left. So I'm starting to think we're not going to get them. But it looks like we got... what's his name? Is it Deadshot? I can't remember his name. He's 1 in 12. I don't remember his name. Oh wow, I really should remember this. I played with this guy in the DC fighting game, and I can't even remember his name. He was so overpowered in that game. He was one of the strongest characters in there, and I can't remember his name. All right, so let's just move on along. This is going to be the Vinylmation Urban Redux #1. This is different than what I've been showing you guys lately. Here's a look at some of the different figures that you can collect. There's where the ant farm was. I was like, where did we get the ant farm from? It was from this series. So I think we're still missing both the 1 in 24 and the mystery figure that's next to it that has just question marks for what the odds are. That's kind of scary when it's got question marks, because that usually means you are not getting that figure. And we got one of the, well, wait a minute now. So this one's a 1 in 6, but he's got an orange face. So it doesn't say, actually, it doesn't say his name on the bottom. I don't know if that's him or if this is the chaser or not. So I don't know. Wow. I mean, it very well could be, or it may not be. It could just be the colors off on the box. But either way, even if he's not the chaser and he's the normal one, he is a really cool colored character. I love that shade of purple. That is such a nice looking figure that I just dropped on the floor. All right, moving on along. So we have the Kidrobot Miniseries. This is the DC series yet again. And if I had to pick a character for today, I think I would like to get Animal Man, which is right there. I did have to look up some of the names because I had no idea what some of the, like, I've never heard of Animal Man before I looked that up. So there you go. That's the one I'm looking for in today's video. And let's see, where's the tear strip? There it is. And we got Animal Man, whose head was on backwards almost as I was opening him up. He looks kind of like a Mega Man figure to me, and he's a 2 in 60. I've never understood why they have odds like 2 in 60. Why not just make it 1 of 30? Like, what difference does it make? It's still 1 of 30 for your odds. I've never understood that. Maybe it's because your odds are getting 2 out of opening 60, but I mean, that still is 1 out of 30, right? So why even put 2 of 60? Never understood that. So Star Wars Vinylmation Series number uno, the original number 1. Here's a look at some of the different figures that you can get. And if I had to pick one character that I'd like to get, you know, I really like the Yoda, and I really like the Chaser. So it'd be nice if we got either one of those. And instead we got Han Solo, I believe. It doesn't say their name on the bottom, but I'm pretty sure that that's supposed to be Han Solo. He's kind of like a weird looking character in my opinion, and if you notice, the paint is just way off on this one. Like if you look really closely, like right in here, it just doesn't look like it's very crisp and clean looking. But yeah, there is Han Solo. Now we have one blind box left, which is the Spongebob Squarepants, who is kind of hiding over there to the side. We are still looking for the Rainbow Idiot Box one. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. And inside we got another duplicate. So this one we've gotten in the past. It is the Krusty Krab training video one, I believe. Where is he at? He is the Krusty Krab training video, 2 and 24. I'll get them put together real quick. So here's our SpongeBob all put together with his spatula and hat on. And you know, again, I've gotten this one in the past, but I don't have enough of this stuff to keep opening when we get duplicates, unfortunately. I have just enough items to do, I think it's 16 more blind box videos for you guys. Here's gonna be a look at the Mashems. This is series number 1 of the Transformers. I said SpongeBob was the last blind box. I don't know if I would really consider this a blind box or not. I mean, it kind of is, but then it's kind of not. But it looks like we got this thing right here, whatever this is. And if you've ever opened a Mashem, of course you can squish them and squish them some more and then squish them a third time, which is all they're good for, is squishing. So there's our squishy Mashem for the day. And so next up we have a Play-Doh egg. Actually, let's do this one first. That one looks so pretty. I don't even want to open it. So inside of this we got a couple items. We have the Halo series, which I haven't shown you guys a Halo surprise pack in forever. And then we have the Evolution Go-Go's Crazy Bones series number Deuce, number 2. And now that I've cut into the little pamphlet that they come with, we have 3. Oh, wow. Wow. I got to start with this guy. Look at this guy. That is actually one of the coolest, if not the coolest, Go-Go Crazy Bones I've ever seen. Like, I saw him as soon as the package opened, and I was just like, wow. This one has like these sparkles inside, and he's just a really cool neon yellowish green. That one's gonna go somewhere special. And this one is, of course, my favorite shade of blue. And then we have oh wow, it's a Tetris guy. Oh wow, that is really cool. Tetris, of course, came out with the new Tetris Effect game, which is phenomenal. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I've watched other people play it, and it just looks so much fun. Like, that game looks so cool. I want to play it. And inside of the Halo pack, we got this guy. I'll get them put together real quick. And here's a look at our common UNSC Spartan security figure. And now that I've had a chance to take a better look at him, I'm a little disappointed with this one because the paint wasn't fully applied to him. In the picture, he's all nice and shiny and bright. But in reality, he's kind of dark and dirty looking because the paint isn't on there very well. So that one's a little disappointing. I want to open more of those just to see if they're all like that. But if you look right here, actually this figure down here is a rare, the Promethean Alpha Crawler. And that one looks really, really cool. I'd love to see that one. But before we move on to the next item, I want to show you all, or as we say in the South, y'all. I want to show y'all the stickers that came with the Go-Go Crazy Bones. They do have numbers, so it looks like we got number 12, 53, and 54. And then for our final item of today's video, we got this. And this, actually, I just love this egg. I really do. I like the way this egg looks. And so inside, we got a couple more items for you guys. We got the G.I. Joe Microforce, but we're going to start with the DC Comics Originals. And if you haven't seen me open one of these are really nice looking figures. I really like this series. And we got the Joker. So here's a look at our Junior Joker. This, of course, is like a kid version of all of these superheroes and villains. That's a really nice representation of the Joker, and he's holding a Joker card in his hand. So that was a really cool figure. And then last but not least, we have the G.I. Joe Micro Force. And these, of course, you don't have to put together. So it looks like we got these two guys. And I didn't realize when we opened the last one that it came with a little pamphlet, apparently, that shows you the names of the characters. So we got Beast Ninja Soldier, and then the other one, I actually knew who this one, the other one was. I knew that was Snake Eyes, and he's right there. There's actually a few different versions of Snake Eyes in this set, but here's going to be a look at our two very rubbery G.I. Joe figures. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. We got a lot of really cool figures today. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure and press the like button. Also, if you're not subscribed, what are you thinking? Subscribe! This is ZerO, and as always, thank you for stopping by.